Well, Newzroom Afrika sports anchor Kwena Moabelo is at Cricket South Africa in Johannesburg and joins us now live. Kwena, you were at that victorious press briefing, and victorious it should be. This is the first win for us since 1998, and as the minister says there, it restores a lot of faith in cricket in South Africa.
Indeed, Michelle, we are still here at the Cricket South Africa head offices, and we're still a celebratory mood, as you've heard from Themba Bavuma, you've heard from Coach Shukri, and the Minister also talking about the celebration and the achievement that we've had as South Africa. But I'm standing here with Enoch Nkwe, who is the Director of National Teams and also of High Performance. And Enoch, doesn't get better than this as far as high performance is concerned.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we still, when we touched down this morning, it's almost like, it starts to hit you. You start to process everything. And look, I mean, I'm super proud of the team in terms of, what they've achieved, making South Africa very, very happy and very, very proud. And I mean, just looking back at the journey, that this team has traveled. I'm talking about the Test team. It's been a challenging one, but like Coach Shukri said, during the presser, we got to find the way, and that's been the thing with this team. They continue to find ways. Doesn't matter what conditions the team plays in, who they play against, and at different moments, there was someone that has actually putting their hand up, and you saw it now in the finals. After the first innings, anyone was probably doubting, but we just knew that deep down inside, we just needed someone like Enoch Nkwe and a Themba Bavuma in the top four, to put their hand up and say we're going to take the team over the line. To celebrate this now, to be back in South Africa and celebrate with the country, with everybody that has been really behind us. And I mean, we'll always be grateful. We're really thankful for all the support through thick and thin. And we're very happy that we're able to deliver this to all South Africans.
One of the things that you said earlier on when we were speaking off air and when you were on the podium said this is emotional for you. And I guess it comes from that point of the criticism that you as management and players have to endure, throughout this journey. Tell us about that and just getting to that point where you had to convince all and sundry that you have what it takes as a team, as a management, as cricket in South Africa.
Yeah, look, I mean, the past 3 years, it hasn't been easy, at all. And when we set as an organization in terms of the strategy, in terms of the, what it looks like, and being put in charge, to implement the cricketing strategy, it's been a roller coaster. We've had a lot of bullets coming at us, just to see the team being able to pull through. And you look at all the different national teams at different times being able to get over the hurdle of semi-final and get into the finals, and eventually, because I was asked the same question I think last year, what is it going to take for us now to break through the final hurdle and actually do it? And literally, a couple of months down the line, actually a year, from that T20 World Cup final to this now WTC final. I mean, and Shukri spoke a lot about it in terms of how he allowed the players to really express themselves and really believe in themselves that they can actually do it. And I just it just made me reflect on the journey that we've traveled as an organization and everybody else. And it hit me, in that particular moment. And we'll always be grateful for the opportunity, and just from my point of view, I just want to see South African cricket thrive. That's what it's going to come down to, and we have to find ways, to make sure that we now, with this base that we have set, how do we ensure that we win many more trophies, for the country.
What would you say from your perspective as the Director of National Teams and High Performance specifically makes this group of players special? What is it about them that gives them that special thing? And as I said, considering the negativity that has always come with the criticism that has always come with the team, the failures and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, it's been a completely different feeling this time around. The calmness of players, and I suppose the leadership of the senior players, really getting behind the captain, the leadership of the captain, and Coach Shukri really brings a lot of calmness in a dressing room, a lot of experience. He's almost like a father, plays a father figure. He's a mentor And he steps in when he needs to. But he also creates that environment for every individual really to be themselves and thrive, which speak to also my philosophy in a way. And hence, we're so aligned and understanding and when we have discussions, it's always about, how do we make cricket better? What do we need to do to make it better? How do we get this team to win? And it doesn't matter which individual comes into the team. And it's been great to really experience that, being in the change room and really listening to the conversations and listening to just the way Coach Shukri goes about it. Yes, he did actually coach me in my professional days, so I knew exactly what type of character he is. And he's well matured, he's a well-oiled machine, and he's been superb so far.
And I wanted to touch on that. Just finally, Enoch, as a former player and now an administrator, what does this mean for you individually, this particular win, having experienced the game from both sides?
Wow. to find a word for this, it's so difficult. Look, it's special. As a coach, we've achieved great things. Different trophies. As a player, we've also done that. Now at this level, to be able to experience that, it doesn't get any better than this. It's for the countries, for the continent, it's for everybody out there that have been behind us through thick and thin, and it's extremely special.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Enoch Nkwe, who is the Director of National Teams and High Performance. Michelle, just reflecting on the journey that not only did the players go through, but also, the management, the criticism. I mean, you heard earlier on, even the minister was talking about some of the abuse that the players and the management of Cricket South Africa had to endure throughout the years, throughout the times when they just failed to make it to the finals, made it to the finals, but just could not go through. And many of them saying that finally we've managed to get that monkey off our shoulders. Back to you, Michelle.